let's talk about books.
Okay, what you got, man?
Will Smith. Will by Will Smith. Right. I'm gonna start off with what my opinion, my rating of it. Like I'm gonna start off like that just to kind of make everything clear. It's a 5-star book.
Mm.
Probably a 6-star book. Audio book. For audiobooks, it's probably 6 stars. He covered any part of ground that needs to be covered. And I'm not even talking about the content. I'm talking about the way in which he executed um, for an audiobook. So if he was referencing a song, you actually heard it, like you could hear it. It was almost like a production. It's Will Smith, so everything he do is kind of like a production quality. You see his Instagram, it'd be like 8K videos on his Instagram. So everything he do is like this big, big scale. Is what he can't do nothing small. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But so on account of the production quality, that was like 6 out of 5. Like it was great, like incredible. Like from like every chapter, man. He would talk about his life. Of course he did impersonation. So anybody that he talked about, if they had a unique voice, he impersonated their voice. But I'm telling you, like it was scenes from like Fresh Prince, like in the book. Like you could hear scenes, like if he mentioned it, if he'd be like, yo, this was like my scariest moment ever. And then you would hear the scene from Fresh Prince. It was mute. He had some guy when he talked about his grandma. It was gospel music. When he talked about his like the first time he heard a song on the radio, he actually played back the countdown of like all of the songs as he was like thinking that his song wasn't going to be on the radio. It was number one, so he played back from like I think number 5. It was great, man. It made me kind of think about where we put Will Smith in terms of hip hop. Like it made me think about where we put him because he's like one of the first artists, hip hop artists. I mean, he
Yeah.
did win the first Grammy, of course, but he's like one of the first hip hop artists. He came around. He's like he was like a sophomore. you know, if the forefathers were like freshmen, uh, well, he was like second tier forefather. Like if they came in first tier, he was like second tier. He was right there, like
Yeah.
mid 80s,
I agree,
right?
man.
So that part, and then like what he did in Hollywood is unprecedented, and it'll probably never be done again as a solo actor, right? So if anybody never heard me give Will Smith his props, I'm giving him his props right now, right? What he done in music, and then the transition at the highest level that you can make music to into acting on TV at the highest level that you can do TV as a black actor, right? At the highest level that he could do TV, his own TV show with his own name that he pretty much controlled when it went off, and he was as like his almost first time acting type stuff was great. Then the transition over to Hollywood and execute that at the highest level, like he had like a 7-year stretch, or 5, 6, 6, 7 year stretch of all hits, like all number one blockbuster movies. Like I think from Independence Day to like I Am Legend or something like that. It's
Yeah.
just crazy. Like nobody else has done that. No single actor has done that with that many hits. Right? It's better actors, it's people that a whole bunch of other stuff,
Yeah.
but nobody done that with that many hits, right? So I want to give him his props there. So the production quality of the book, give him his props. And then the content, man, the content of the book, man, the stories, every chapter had a story. Everything was like perfectly pieced together. The way he ended the book was perfect, man. The things he started out with, the demons he dealt with, the things he had to fight, his fears, everything came to a head by the end of the book. So it was perfectly paced, perfectly written from start to finish. It's great. I know Oprah said it's the best autobiography she ever read,
Mm.
and Oprah pissed me off every now and then, but I can agree. It's like as far as audiobooks, it's the best one I listen to. It's narrated by him.
Oh yeah.
And if you got the book, I strongly suggest getting an audiobook. I don't know how the book could even compare to the audiobook. This was great.
Yeah.
This was great. I didn't care about the juice between like some of that Jada Pinkett and Will stuff. I didn't really care about like the salacious stuff that they got going on. I cared about a lot of other stuff and the beginning of that romance and like that story. It
Yeah.
was good, man. It was real good.
That's good, man. I'm gonna. You got me pumped up about it, man. I think I'm gonna go out and buy it now, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah.
Start it tonight, man.
Yeah.
It's great.
Most definitely, man.